Hey guys, it's Danny and welcome back to my channel. This is my beautiful model Eleanor. I will link all of her social media in the description box. I'm going to start off the video by using my Marc Jacobs Remarkable Coconut Primer, and I'm just going to smooth that all over the face. Next, I'm going to use my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray. I'm going to spray that all over the face just to help us get a tackier finish. And I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in the shade Shell Ivory. And I'm going to put that all over the face, doing that in one section at a time. And I'm just going to use a buffing brush to blend it all out. Going in with my Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer in the shade Fair, I am going to conceal the under eyes, again working one section at a time, and then blending it out with a small buffing brush. Using my Laura Mercier loose setting powder in the shade Translucent, I am just going to pack that under the eyes in the area where I just put the concealer, and making sure to do this right after so that the concealer does not crease. Taking my MAC bronzing powder in the shade Matte Bronze from the Vibe Tribe collection, I am going to go around the perimeter of the face, basically the same exact areas where I'm going to contour, but being a bit more loose with my application to create a good transition color. Taking my Makeup Forever face color in the shade Medium Shadow Sculpt, I'm going to be applying that in the same exact places I put the bronzer, but this just adds a bit more definition, especially since the shade is a bit darker, and I'm also going to take it down the sides of the nose to slim it down. Now just going back in with that Laura Mercier loose powder from before, I am going to re-highlight the areas just to clean up that contour. With the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the shade Chocolate, I am going to fill in the brows and give them a bit more of an arch. And to set the brow hairs in place, I like to use the Wet n Wild Brow Gel. Just to plump up the lips, I'm going to take the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme in the shade Clear, just to make them a bit more voluminous before lipstick. A little trick I like to do is taking my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Iridescent. Using a fan brush, I am going to lightly dust that over the high points of the face just to give a very veil-like appearance and have the skin looking flawless. Also, don't forget to brush off the powder from the sides and bridge of the nose. Now taking my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk, I am going to apply that all over the lids to prime them. Grabbing my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Blood Sugar palette, I'm going to use the shade Tongue Pop as my transition shade in the crease. Then taking the shade Ouch on a smaller crease brush just to add a bit more definition to the crease. Using my Androgyny eyeshadow palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, I'm using the shade Dominatrix, and I'm adding that to the outer part of the crease just to add that slight bit of darkness that I want. Next, taking the shade Fetish, I am going to take a flat shader brush and just apply that all over the eyelid. Going back into Dominatrix in the Androgyny palette, I'm going to take that and smudge that under the eye using a small detail brush. Again, using the shade Ouch from the Blood Sugar palette, I'm going to use that to blend out the color from before that I applied under the eye. Grabbing the shade Blood Sugar from the Blood Sugar palette, it is a bit of a brighter red, and I'm just going to add that into the center of the lid just to give me that brightness and balance everything out. then just making sure there are no harsh lines left. To finish off the eyeshadow, I'm taking the shade Frosting, and I'm going to apply that to the brow bone and the inner corner of the eye just to highlight them. Now taking my Giorgio Armani Black Ecstasy mascara, I'm going to coat the lashes and prep them for applying fake lashes. Now taking these Allure lashes from their Influencers collection, I am going to apply those with a pair of tweezers and making sure they are as close to the lash line as possible. To highlight, I'm using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Skin Frost in the shade Ice Cold and applying that to the cheekbones, above the brow, the Cupid's bow, and down the bridge of the nose. Feel free to apply some to the chin as well if you would like it to be more pronounced. Taking my Chanel lip gloss in the shade Sweet Beige, I am just going to apply that all over the lips. This is the final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.